broaden our critical mineral supply chains. We had a great relationship and energy of China. So, as you know, our new and fantastic Prime Minister of what we've done is pretty amazing. We were with the President of South Korea. We went to Malaysia and lots of other places and had a lot of meetings while in South Korea. And I think it was a tremendous period of time. We took in at least $2 trillion pouring into our country. There's never been anything like it. We have almost $18 trillion of investment. And by the time we finish out our first year, we probably will have about 20 or 21 trillion, with a T, trillion dollars of investment. And there's never been anything like that in the history of the world, not just the United States. This is really the world we're talking about, nor has anything been close. It's a great honor. I've had a very talented team next to me, but it's a great honor to have that kind of economic power. This was helped greatly by tariffs. It was helped greatly by November 5th, which was the election, presidential election. But our countries and the countries that we're dealing with, they're promoting security, stability, and everything else that you can imagine for the entire world. 3 months ago, my administration also brokered a historic peace agreement between nearby Armenia and Azerbaijan, one of the 8 wars that we ended in 8 months. At that time, 8 months, we're looking to end one more, if that's possible, Russia and Ukraine. We haven't gotten there yet, but I think we've made a lot of progress. As I said at the time, that historic accord includes the construction of the new Trump route. It's such a beautiful thing. They named it after me. I really appreciate it. It's actually a big deal. But it's the new Trump route for international peace. This is a road that's being carved and goes through some of the most important places anywhere in the world, some of the most important places economically also anywhere in the world, which will boost commercial activity on the other side of the Caspian Sea, helping nations throughout Central Asia. I'm optimistic that each of the countries here today will reap the benefits of peace if they embrace the opportunity that we've unleashed with the agreement. Some of the countries we're talking about and some of the countries represented here are going to be joining the Abraham Accords, and that those announcements will be made over the next little while. The Abraham Accords are very sought after right now. We're going to be announcing some very important countries that are joining, and for Jared and for Steve Witkoff, we appreciate the great job you've done. This evening, I'm also delighted to report that Kazakhstan has officially agreed, and that's official now, as of about 15 minutes ago. A tremendous country with a tremendous leader has officially joined the Abraham Accords. And I just want to thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor. It's a tremendous honor to have you. Really great. Once again, I'm grateful that each of these respected leaders has made the trip to Washington, and I'm delighted to continue our conversation over dinner. We're going to have a little working dinner, short one. They've been flying a long way. It's a long flight, but we're going to have a quick but very fruitful dinner. I want to thank the media. You've covered it very fairly, and it's really a great honor to be with these incredible leaders. These are highly respected people, and there's no games. They don't play games, I want to tell you that. So maybe I'd like to ask you, Mr. President, to say a few words if you'd like, and we can go through the list of the 5, and then we'll have a little dinner, please.
Mr. President, first of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to you for convening this truly historic meeting at the White House. And under your steadfast leadership, this summit marks the beginning of a new era of interaction between the United States and Central Asia. Precisely 1 year ago, you achieved a landslide victory in historic election which was absolutely clean and fair. And once again, my congratulations.
Thank you.
And my strong belief that, Mr. President, you are the great leader, statesman, sent by Haven to bring common sense and traditions that we all share and value back into the United States policy, either domestic or foreign. Therefore, millions of people in so many countries are so grateful to you. And I'm convinced that your wise and bold policy needs to be strongly supported worldwide.
Thank you.
Under your presidency, America is ushering in a new golden age. I commend your far-sighted vision of making America great again. This inspires me to pursue target-oriented strategy towards building just and strong Kazakhstan on the basis of my concept, law and order. As President of Peace, you, Mr. Trump, brought to an end 8 wars just within 8 months. Thus, you have evidently reinforced America, its role as a pillar of international stability. Mr. President, I highly appreciate your unwavering support to advancing Kazakh-American multifaceted cooperation. As early as in your first term in the White House, our relations have been legally fixed as enhanced strategic partnership. The United States is the largest investor with over $100 billion in our economy as its perpetuum mobile. Our trade turnover has doubled in recent years and is approaching $5 billion. We cover almost 25% of America's domestic uranium demand. Kazakhstan has become a home country for 600 American companies. So I think that it's a very good figure, and during my visit alone, our businesses are concluding deals worth over $17 billion, paving the way for even greater B2B partnership. So my political will to seize all those unique opportunities, and this will is firm, and I will keep all important issues under my personal attention. I have no doubts that we have very bright future as it comes to our bilateral cooperation. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Great job, too. Thank you very much. Please.
Esteemed Mr. Trump, we highly value your personal contribution to reboot process of C5+1. Before that, none of the presidents of United States of America never treated Central Asia as you do. Me personally and all my colleagues are grateful to you. We've felt your close attention, your attitude, and it means a lot for us. Thank you very much for that. In reality, indeed, I'd like to repeat myself. I've told you that already. In Uzbekistan, we call you the president of the world. You've done a lot. You were able to stop 8 wars. And I'm convinced that the war between Russia and Ukraine can be only stopped by you. And we are very much hopeful for that. Today's summit shows that the United States of America foresees Central Asia as key partner. Together, we develop future which is based on trust and pursuance to creation. I have a number of proposals. We would like to establish a permanent secretariat and place it based on rotations in different countries of Central Asia. Number 2, to establish a coordination council on investments and trade, and to provide for the systemic dialogue between public authorities and companies. We think that the idea to establish a Central Asian investment partnership would be a good idea. So we were able to agree on that in 2020. We are ready to continuously work with the U.S. on establishing communicational and energy projects, transportation to link Central Asia and Europe, applying and using Trump route. 3-year plan has been established, as I told you already, to implement our investment program for $34 billion. Those are large projects, and we've discussed it with you already, both in New York and today. I've mentioned it to you, so we have strong perspective. Once again, I would like to express my deepest gratitude for all that has been already done, and we will take back a lot of results from this summit. It is a landmarking summit, and your attitude towards all of us means your great support to us to strengthen Central Asia and to strengthen the partnership between Central Asia and the U.S. C5+1 have to become efficient mechanism of our practical partnership, and I propose to host our next summit in 2026 in Samarkand to establish this further. I'm pretty sure that, I'm convinced, Mr. Trump, that under your leadership, it will be a strong partnership. Thank you very much for your attention, and we will be well prepared for the summit in Samarkand.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. Please.
President Donald Trump, I thank you very much for invitation to participate in today's very important high-level commemorative meeting in the format of C5+1, the Central Asia and the United States. You play a remarkable and highly commendable role in ensuring peace and stability in conflict regions around the world, and your peaceful efforts are worthy of praise, and I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you, Mr. President. And today our collaboration, our wide-ranging bilateral cooperation covers different areas: trade, economy, security. As it comes to our security cooperation, we particularly have an excellent cooperation on counterterrorism, fighting extremism, and the drug trafficking. Mr. President, over 70 companies with American investment are operating in Tajikistan today, and 93% of my country is mountainous, and we have an abundance of natural resources, particularly water, hydropower, critical minerals, and rare earth materials. Tajikistan is a home for 13,000 glaciers, and approximately 60% of Central Asian water resources originate in Tajikistan, and our country is rich in strategically important minerals, including rare earth minerals and critical materials. Tajikistan is a member of both the European Union's Critical Raw Materials Club and the United States Mineral Security Partnership Instrument. And according to the United States Geological Survey, our country ranks the second in the world in terms of antimony production, and is currently the largest producer of metallic antimony, which is the United States so deeply interested in, and we have a brilliant cooperation on this. And last year, antimony accounted for 97% of Tajikistan total exports to the United States. In 2024, Tajikistan produced and exported 17,000 tons of metallic antimony, primarily to the United States. And the activities of ANZOB, joint venture in ANZOB Metallurgical Company in Tajikistan, with American investment by Comsap, American company, exemplify our strong and long-enduring collaboration. However, there are still many opportunities in terms of trade and investment, and we are interested in expanding economic and trade cooperation between our countries. So there is a good opportunity to cooperate in creating new generation of sustainable artificial intelligence data centers, And since we have a brilliant cooperation between our air companies, and since 2008, Tajikistan Soman Air Company had purchased 8 mid-sized Boeing aircraft with a total volume of $440 million US, and this company is expected to receive 2 more modern Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft next year, and the total commercial package of Boeing with the Soman Air exceeds $3 billion US. And American companies, so we have excellent cooperation with American companies over the last 20 years, and the American companies, they're particularly interested in antimony and many rare earth minerals, which Tajikistan has abundant resources, and Tajikistan, among the Central Asian countries, has a very rich, boundless potential and resources in critical minerals, and we are very keen to continue closely our cooperation on security items, which we are so concerned for so far, and I wish you every bit of luck and to your endeavors as a president of peace.
Please.
Dear mass media representatives, for me, it's a great pleasure for me to hold a bilateral meeting with President, His Excellency Donald Trump, and to participate in the C5+1. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to President Donald Trump for his kind invitation and warm hospitality and this opportunity to speak about important topics. Kyrgyzstan values the United States of America as one of the important partners in foreign policy. During our bilateral meeting, we discussed some actual topics of the Kyrgyz-US relations, as well as the strengthening cooperation between the Central Asian countries. With regard to Kyrgyz-American relations, I would like to emphasize 4 main areas: economy and investment, including tourism, hydropower development, digital economy, artificial intelligence, and information technology, ensuring peace and security and stability. In this context, I wish to highlight the significant contribution made by President Donald Trump to strengthening global stability and to ending conflicts in different parts of the world. When I started my office of the president, I identified the main priority as resolve border issues with our neighboring states in the spirit of good neighborhoodness. Today, after 5 years, I am pleased to note that together with my counterparts, we have successfully achieved this goal, most importantly through peaceful means. As a result, the role of Central Asia in global politics has grown substantially, and major powers have shown increasing interest in cooperation with the region. The C5+1 format has become an important platform for advancing political dialogue, and I'm very glad about that. I would like to express my special appreciation to Your Excellency President Donald Trump for initiating and hosting today's summit, and we really feel warm hospitality. We highly value this step and regard it as a demonstration of the United States' goodwill and commitment toward Central Asia and friendship. I am confident that our joint efforts will lead to concrete, mutually beneficial outcomes for both nations and people. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please.
I thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I would like to express my deep gratitude, Mr. President, for the invitation to attend this C5 Central Asia plus U.S. Summit. We consider that we recognize the good results that made since the development of this format, and of course we expand the cooperation in such strategically important areas as security, economy, energy, and environment. We believe that the results of this summit will lead us to further expansion of multi-phase cooperation between Central Asia and the United States of America. I do appreciate, Mr. President, for your warm hospitality. I do appreciate.
Thank you very much, and thank everybody. We'll have a little more to discuss, but a lot of progress has been made today, and it's a great honor to have you with us in the United States of America. Thank you. And to the media, maybe a couple of questions, ideally on this topic, please. Please.
Kazakhstan and the U.S. have signed over $17 billion in new deals in aviation, minerals, and digital technology. In your view, which area of this partnership matters most? And second question, President Trump, when can we report that you will be the first U.S. president to visit Kazakhstan? When will you be our guest?
I think it's very possible that we'll do that.